Yep, it's all good. Today, we are going to put right what went wrong over the last couple of streams in regards to why I was stuck and couldn't get any further. I mean, we still made progress yesterday anyway with exploring and finding stuff deeper down, but I was really puzzled as to why I'd come to this sort of just brick wall with the story and how I couldn't alter the communications array, or satellite dish, or whatever it is, on the island to progress the next part of Marguerite's story, because we met her 2 streams ago, I think. I got a big fright from her pet dog in her base. And now I know, and I'll explain on the way and more when we get back to her base, because that's where we are going now. So let me just make sure I've got some essentials with me. We've got some water. Yeah, we've got water. We've got... I don't need that with me. I can leave that here. If I have room for it, I do. Oh, I will take... because I might need to do a little bit of crafting on the move with this. So I might need to take some of those. Table coral. We'll find that on the way. I'm sure there'll be some, because we're going deep down there. I'm sure we'll find some on the way. Gold and silver ore. I think I can probably grab some of that, though. Oh, your indoor climbing space opened back up again, so you're going. Cool. I haven't been indoor climbing for years. I'll have that one, thanks. I really enjoyed it last time I went. Really enjoyed it. Which is not too unsurprising, because I used to be a tree surgeon and arborist, and the climbing was my favourite part of that. Getting nearly killed by idiots you work with, not so much. But yeah, the climbing was great. So I'm glad to hear that's open again. Haven't climbed in a year or more. I suspect, because this is what I found when I hadn't done it for a while and tried to get back into it, was that like your grip will have suffered, and everything else in your forearms and things, all those muscles that you really rely on for hanging onto ledges and climbing up and pulling up. That's what I had the biggest difficulty with when I tried to get back into it. The first time I was like, oh my god, everything's got so weaker. But it's good stuff. Yeah, take it slow. You'll enjoy it. Let's see. Don't think there's anything else. I keep mistaking copper for gold, which would be a really, really nice thing to do in real life, I think. Or maybe the other way around. I've got silver. Okay, so I've got what I need. Let us depart. Let's just take a couple of nuts. There's something else. Oh, yeah. We'll get back to that later. Oh, hang on. I'll fill these up because I'll just eat them as we go. Right then. We are off. Deep, deep down. Back to Marguerite's homestead. Hagmanine, welcome back. Nice to see you again. How's things with you? It's great to see you. I hope you've been okay during the various lockdowns or restrictions or whatever you've had in Switzerland. Assuming there's been restrictions, of course. Maybe there hasn't been any. Maybe you've been lucky. Sheltered. Has been a while since I've seen you, so yeah, it's always nice to see people coming back when they get a chance. I know life is like really busy and hectic, and we don't all get to do as much as we would like to do, and that's certainly true of me. I don't get to watch as many other streamers as I used to, which is partly due to me streaming myself, but it's also just general life getting in the way of things. But I'm doing good, thanks. Right, before we get distracted with another project. This has got power. It's repaired. We're heading off to Delta Station Dock. Nope. Marguerite's base. That's a nice long way away. So we're going to go down low to do this, because I need to find a little bit of gold and a little bit of table coral on the way. Doesn't matter if we don't. We can get it elsewhere. But if we see it there, then it's a nice bonus. You've had and still had some restrictions? Oh, I'm glad you're doing well, though. Yeah, we're in the UK potentially about to come out of restrictions, or we're scheduled to, middle of June, or 21st of June, I think it maybe was. That's now all in doubt, because there's a new variant, this Indian variant. What was that? Did I go over a thermal there? Something felt like it pushed my... Why is that self-writing? Doesn't normally self-write. Why is he doing that? What am I sitting over? Sorry, folks, I got interrupted there, but suddenly my controls felt like they were doing... I am floating. What have I got in this? Hang on. Let me go down and leave it. and it's fixed. So I have no idea what else sat over there. Some thermal? Something pushing me up, maybe? I don't know. Weird. Anyway. Hey, you got your second vaccination? Grats. I've got mine end of June, I think. Let's hope it doesn't feel as bad as the first one. Where are we? So we're still going the right way. That's good. Yeah, we might not be opening up in the UK fully. It was supposed to be the end of all restrictions, and it might not be because there's this new Indian variant which is running rampant around the place, which sadly, due to poor border control, it's all over the spot now. And there's a new variant as well, the Yorkshire variant. Now this sounds really scary. I'm not making this up either. There is a Yorkshire variant, which is a little bit further south than. Nice, that's what I wanted, than where I am now. So that's fine. It's not my fault. I've not started a super strain of virus off. But that could be a world beater. It's got the pedigree for it. No, I haven't said why I was stuck in this. I was saving that story just for people to catch up and come on the stream. So, but I'm going to announce that or explain that when we get there. How big is that thing? That's not too scary. That's okay. Marguerite's base. Is it? No, it's okay. It's none of those. So I've gone down a little hole here that I probably shouldn't have done. I just went down to get the gold. Am I still... No, I thought I was losing control of this again. I have lost my marker. I should have made a different colour for it. It must be down there somewhere. It's that one. Good. I could do with an auto drive on this so I can reach over and get a drink instead of having to hold down the W key. It's self-riding because the back was dropping down. Oh, it was above water. Oh, okay, that makes sense then. Cheers, Massive. I thought that's what it was doing. My scare video was funny. That was one hell of a fright. Thankfully, a one-of-a-kind fright, because it doesn't do it a second time. Oh, that is nice. That's my first coffee of the day. There is some bad weather up there. Let's go. Let's leave that alone and go back down here. So, I don't know what the Yorkshire variant of this thing does. It's just one of these slightly mutated things. It'll have mixed with the Kent variant and maybe something else. Maybe the Indian variant. I don't think so. So I don't think it'll be much different. I don't think it's anything to worry about. But that's the scary things, right? The ones that turn out bad are the ones that people say, oh, it's nothing to worry about. We don't think that's going to be a problem. Right, so I'll tell you a little story on the way here, and it's just to... just wanted to say it, really. There's been a few comments on YouTube in particular about this playthrough, and this isn't singling anyone out, because there's been several people who've said very similar things. I'm getting a little bit annoyed at the way I'm playing this, and saying, oh no, you need to get this before you go there, and you need to have that before you do that, and you shouldn't be wasting time doing this because you should have had this already. And... it's just a case of let's just chill out a bit. This is just me playing a game that's based on exploration and finding my way around and searching and seeking things out, and which is the fun of the game. And don't forget that I don't look up guides. I don't look up spoilers before playing a game. I go in butt naked. That's what I do. I just dive right in and find my way around as I'm there. Is that? No, it's not the thing I've been looking for. That's something else. And that's the way I play these games. So I can just explore and find. And what other people see as maybe me swimming around pointlessly in the wrong place is because they already know where such a thing is hidden or where I need to go to get the next thing. Well, I don't know that, and I don't necessarily want to know that unless I get totally stuck, and then I'll ask for help. And one of the reasons I play like this is because I don't just do playthroughs, I do reviews, as you guys know. And I need to be able to say in the review, does the game naturally lead you through its progression? Or is it one of these games that's so frustratingly not obvious what to do that you have to resort to looking for outside help to find the answers or where to go through? This isn't, because there's an aspect of this which is, I'm just been looking in the wrong place or not found what I need to find, or I just missed it because I'm blind. There's always aspects like that. But yes, there's no need to get annoyed because someone is exploring in an exploration game. So we'll just all take it easy. Watch the dog attack. Yeah. If that dog attacks me when I go back in there, I'll be in for a big fright. Yeah, we've got that one. I thought we did. So, with that said, I can see why people watching it would get a bit frustrated. It's like, oh, God, he's messing about down here when he doesn't even have the oxygen tanks, or he doesn't have the module for the sea truck yet, and he's in the wrong place. And that's fine. That's fine. I can totally understand people maybe not wanting to watch anymore if I am wasting their time. But it's all because I don't like looking up spoilers for things, partly because, especially in a game like this, half the fun and entertainment is when you find something yourself, because it is a game of pure exploration, this really. It's not a puzzle game, not really. There's some stuff deep down. It's certainly not a driving skills game, as you can see at the moment. I have lost my marker on the map again. Should change the colour. Oh, hello. Let's give you a little bit of a fritz, shall we? Is that thing eating me? I'm just going to zap that. I think it was having a little nibble. Something got me stuck. Where is this base? Yes. Get out. Take that and go away. Anyway, we'll explain. There we go. We'll explain why I got stuck when we get to the base. This will become apparent. Yeah, it is a nasty old dog in that base. Let's see if I can go down this way. Am I good for gold? I think I needed a bit more gold. And as luck would have it, I see something gold-like just there. Potentially. And table coral. I need the table coral too. Is there any table coral around this bit? I'm going to guess not. I don't... Oh, what's that? Sea truck horsepower. There we go. My random exploring pays off again. I think I needed that one. You can make the control module in a base. No, not quite. There's a blueprint in there that I need. And I would have been looking for this forever. I eventually looked it up last night because I thought something's not right. Something is not right with my story mode, and it's not going to the right place. And there were a couple of things that people in chat maybe said, not misleading exactly. The trouble is, what you do in this game, the story and the path, and even some of the locations have changed drastically throughout the early access of this game, so that it's just not recognizable in some instances, and the story and locations are just totally different. So what other people may have experienced if they've been playing through early access or watching other playthroughs doesn't apply now necessarily in all cases. So there's a lot of, especially on the internet as well, the rest of the internet, there's a lot of old, outdated information which does get confusing. But I'm going to point this out when I get into the base, why I was stuck, and you're going to see exactly why when we get there. I think that was some nickel I went past, but screw it, I can do without that. Cheers, Tiger Faust. Does drinking coffee count as hydrating? I'm going to say yes. No, I'm not dead yet. Not yet. Right, let's go down. So this is where I need to be. I've got my super duper depth module on this now. So we can go all the way down in safety. Can I dock in her moon pool? Oh, that's how we get in, isn't it? That is how we get in. Interestingly, I didn't go any further down, I don't think, when I was here last time. Anyway, I don't need to do that, so I'm not going to confuse matters as part of her prawn suit. Let's just make sure I've got a scanner with me. Bit of advice from Strap-On Gun on YouTube, and this was good advice as well. You can ditch the torch and just use the torch on the Sea Glide, free up a slot. That's a great idea, and I should have thought of that sooner. So I'm going for that one. You're worried if that you didn't hydrate me, you'd turn into a dried up husk. Coffee counts, but the gulp has to be 20% larger. It's a little bit hot for large gulps at the moment, so maybe as it cools down. You know, when coffee cools, there's that point where too hot and gulp size is here, too hot is up here, and it slowly comes in this proportion until it's nice and even, and it very quickly goes to there where you just have to gulp it down because it's getting too cold. I could write a thesis on it, I'm sure. Yeah, she does need to hire someone to clean the outside of this base. It's awful. So yeah, that frees up a slot, which is nice. I'm not planning on taking a lot of stuff in here, but I will just eat these nuts whilst I'm outside, which is what I brought them for, and drink a little bit of dirty water. Right then, let's go and take a look in her base, and you're going to see the reason why I got stuck. We don't need a torch in it. I'm just going to make sure. I'm just going to scan things again as we go. And there's a very good reason for this. And I went through and watched my last playthrough, the bit where I got the fright, and talking to... Oh, hello. Oh, that was just my soup making the water. Talking to Marguerite afterwards. Yeah, I've got all this. That's good. That's fine. That's fine, he says. Flying into the water. Let me out. The reason I'm double checking is because the blueprint that I didn't have is that, and it's scanning now. Look at this. Look at this. Right. Oh my god. It wasn't me being stupid, and I don't even have to get close to it, and it scans. Right. Okay, let me explain. Let me explain everything. So we came in here, we had the big fright, we had the conversation with Marguerite. She tells you to go and do the override the communication satellite thing, or whatever it's called. And she says, there's some bits on the table that I couldn't get to work. Maybe you'll have more luck, or words to that effect. So I had the scanner out. We pointed it over here. And if you look if you'll go back and watch the part of the video, you'll see I'm closer to this. And I mouse over these things, and that doesn't come up to scan. That doesn't come up to scan because I test it. That doesn't. There's a part of the Arctic fox, whatever it's called here. I scan that, and I assume that's what she was talking about, because when I flash the scanner over that, it doesn't flash up to scan. And I have seen this, and you've seen this happen to me over the last week of playing, when we found, like, what do you call it, a cutting tool fragment on the floor, and go to scan it. Can't scan it. I thought, weird. Or the laser tool, or the repair tool, or whatever. And occasionally you get bugged ones. Well, that was bugged. Because look at this. Even standing back here, that flashes up to scan. Now, I definitely moved around here and moused over and everything when I was there. And I thought that was just another piece of junk on the table like these. And I'd scanned the Arctic fox part, and that's what she needed. So I didn't pay any attention, as you wouldn't, because you don't think it's scannable. This is what I needed for the satellite array, and that's why I was stuck. And
now I just need to build the test override
module.
Then I can disable that satellite.
And that's the bit of tech I didn't get, because I couldn't scan that, because I didn't think it was scannable. And that explains a lot. I scanned the dog. The reason I know I scanned the dog is because I watched me scanning the dog in the video, because I watched the video back about 3 times last night to make sure I had done everything I needed to. We scanned... I went through everything over here carefully, and over this. There was something else we scanned, but that we couldn't. And that's what I needed for the story, and that's why I was totally stuck and bewildered yesterday. I remember thinking I tried to scan that and couldn't, still can't, that's fine. It looks like there's nothing else I can scan here. Again, that's fine. But that answers everything. Everything. Oh, God. So anyway, it doesn't matter, because yesterday we found loads of new cool stuff. But that's what I needed to go through any further. And now we can build that. There, it's flashing up there. Copper. I've got tons of copper in the base, and I didn't bring it. But that's fine. Oh, we only need one of these? Oh, so I don't need the other stuff. I wasn't sure how many we'd need, because I didn't go and look up the blueprint afterwards. Copper wire, titanium, and lead. We can find all that floating around nearby. Scan the roof. I think I did. Yeah, it's like it's called a massive glass dome or something like that, isn't it? It is nice. That sort of thing on a base would look nice. Oh my God, so that's all it was. That's literally all it was. That was the reason I couldn't progress, because I wasn't able to scan that. Now then, I've watched the video back, and watching the video back I thought, maybe I'm not standing pixel perfect to scan it. Maybe I've just assumed it's junk, and maybe I just haven't moved over. So I had my doubts when I loaded up the stream today. I thought, maybe it's as much my fault as anything to do with the game. But looking at how that easily that flashes up as a scannable object from any distance there, no, that didn't happen. That did not happen. So I am super annoyed at that. That's something new. Is that something new? It is. It's a bladder. Well, it's not. It's a different coloured bladderfish. I now have gold bladderfish. Have I been promoted? We've gone from purple ones to gold-plated bladderfish. That's pretty cool. Is there anything... I should maybe have the mineral detector out for this thing. I need a bit of lead. I've got some titanium. Maybe go and see what else we've got stashed in the sea truck. And also we'll get out of here because I think we're a bit too deep for what we need. Hey Tom, how's it going? Go northwest from her base and look down. Just checking my air supply. As in... Ooh, down there. There was some really deep bit I did get down to yesterday with purple crystals and stuff. Have I done anything with these? Because that looks like it should... Well, I've got a bladderfish on there. I don't think so. Don't think we need that there. 1, and we'll put the repair tool on 4. This looks like it should be choppable. No? Oh well. It was worth a try. Oh, I say, that looks deep. Is this a good... This looks like a good diamond place. I'm just gonna... oh, it's nice. No, it's quartz. Big purple crystals. Okay, I'm getting out of here because my air supply is dubious at best. You meant the boxes next to the base? See, your crystal ball is more effective than mine then, Massive, because I couldn't tell quite what he was referring to, but let's take a look. It's going northwest. Them, you mean? I think I've scanned them. Well, I've had whatever that was. I'm just going to double check having... Yeah, there's nothing there. Knowing that we had that scanner display bug. Actually, I feel better knowing that's what it was, rather than me having been clueless and not knowing. I just wasn't able to scan the thing, so I can live a bit easier now. Right, so let me just check what we do have. And I'm going to pin the blueprint as well. So pin that. I've got most of what I need. Titanium, lead and copper wire. I picked up some copper wire somewhere. Did I put it back in the base? I'll put the... I'll eat that in a second. I don't need this nice stuff now. Food. Is it in the food section? Because there's lots of things. These descriptions, by the way, are only vague descriptions. There could be absolutely anything in any of these. I pulled some copper wire out of a base, but I clearly didn't keep it. Silly me. Lead and 2 copper then. Well, we'll find that, I'm sure. Anyway, yes, I feel happy to be back on track now. So, that's explained a lot today. Let's go towards... They're going to be easy to find, so let me head towards the island where I need to be. And I can craft the thing en route. Where the hell are we going? Is this not... Okay, that's my base marker. That looks like it might be where I came in. Knocking all the paintwork off. It'd be quite cool if the paintwork reflected the damage to this sub, wouldn't it? I'm going to go under that bit, I think. Looking for lead and copper. Copper is found in the very basic stones, isn't it? That's okay. And lead is at the base if I happen to need any, but... Oh, there's something potentially there to scan. Hang on. Is that something very close to me that I need to be worried about? It's not that, is it? It doesn't sound like it's that one. It sounds like it's closer than that. Right, well, this wasn't what I came for, but... I saw something, didn't I? Oh, this is what I came for. Is it anything? The afterburner upgrade. Nice. Nice. There's 2 upgrades I need to start looking at. A cooked hoopfish, so I've clearly been here before. There, that's what I think I was after. We'll gather this up. It's the copper that I need. Nice. Do I need 2? Yeah, I need 2 for copper wiring, don't I? This would be so good. It's always too much to wish for. I think my mineral detector is still inside the sea truck. What's that thing? Don't know if I'm pretty sure I've got... Yeah, I have. I've got all the prawn suit arms and stuff now. So we've got a nice collection of stuff. We are more or less ready to advance the story and then crack on to some new bits. Which is going to be good. We've got a lot of upgrades and things already in place. And so we're going to be able to go and just do a nice bit of exploring and travelling today, I think. Copper. And let's go find some lead somewhere. Never sure whether having the lights on this Sea Glide, or the Sea Truck for that matter, drains the battery any faster. Has anyone done any tests on that? We'll just leave those horrible things alone whilst we get out of here. You loved the grappling arm with the drill arm in the last... Yeah, it was good, wasn't it? And you could drill the Leviathans to pieces. It took some effort, but it was nice to do. So we want Delta Station Dock that way. The base is not en route, as it turns out, so... Let's take it down. We'll follow the seabed and see what we can find on the way. Yeah, I'm going to make life easier for me and just put my mug over there. It's dangerous on this side because the computer is off that side of the desk. And if anything gets spilt, there's just an open top straight into all the workings. Cheers, massive. I'll get those hydrates in down. We can probably get some bigger gulps of that down now. Oh, what's this? Scrap. Hello. That's the Mercury that we've been to before. There's still another section of Mercury that I found once and have never found again because I didn't have a beacon with me. I can't believe I haven't stumbled across it with all the back and forth that we've been doing. What else have I got? I'll eat that as well. Mmm, she says. Mmm. Yeah, I'd be streaming at 480p until I get a new video card. What I'd have to do is I'd have to pull out the old GTX 970 that I've got in the streaming PC to put back in this gaming one. And then back to a one PC streaming effort. I've got so used to the 2 PC streaming setup, it's just really, really handy for recording footage without the stream overlay and stuff. What have we got here? Lithium, salt. All stuff I will likely need at some point.